Hey, what's good? It's your boy DJ Lil King, Riding High Podcast. We back on a Friday night, you know what I'm saying, with Let's Chop It Up, you know what I'm saying? We got a special edition tonight, you know what I'm saying? Got a special guest, you know what I'm saying? This is my uncle, you know what I'm saying? For y'all that don't know, my uncle has been in prison for damn near 20 years, 19 years, you know what I'm saying? He was released recently, you know what I'm saying? He's coming on the podcast today to tell his story about being wrongfully convicted, wrongfully imprisoned, the TDC justice system, how they do people, and all the stuff to try to get equal rights and try to get some kind of fight for freedom whenever you're wrongfully imprisoned, and all the hula hoops that he went through that didn't amount to nothing. And now he's out here free and he's still fighting for justice on his wrongful sentence. So we here to chop it up with my uncle, Darrell Baldwin, man. What's good, uncle?
I'm fine. I'm doing good.
For sure. For those that don't know, man, let everybody know a little bit about yourself. Where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Corpus Christi, Texas.
Already.
Yeah.
What side?
Oh, I'm from the west side.
Already.
I did a little kind of mixed up, y'all.
Motown, west side, Molina. Already.
We don't talk like that.
Already. Did you spend most of your time growing up in like Molina?
Yeah, the Molina area.
Already.
Carl Island.
Already.
Elementary school. Molina Junior High. The junior high then went to Westo so bad.
Already. For sure.
But,
Okay. I don't want to just jump right into it, but I also feel like we should just jump right into it. So let's jump, like, because we're going to probably be here not for a long time, but for a little minute. I want to jump into different parts of the different situations that jumped off and stuff. Let's talk about the actual day that the offense happened that you went down for.
the actual day was... What day was that, May? Yeah, it was May the 9th. 2006.
Already. Okay.
May the 9th, 2006.
Okay.
And that was the day that
So
I was accused of.
The charge that they tried to charge you with was injury to a disabled person. That was the charge that they tried to give you. Okay.
Yeah, I should ask you a question before. But anyway, the girl that I supposed to be dating.
Okay.
She got me set up, but all the time I was with her, she was setting me up, and I didn't know it. And she had done this once before, opened my car door while we was out in traffic, and cars like to knock my door off the hinges. So I would be wondering what this woman is doing, stuff like that.
Okay.
And you know what I'm saying? So, but I didn't pay no attention because we just had got together, you know.
And was she a paraplegic, if I ain't mistaken? Yeah. She was in a wheelchair? Okay, yeah. Already.
But she can do everything you want her to do. if she want to beat you, she gonna beat you.
Already.
But I going a little funny. But she had it going on. But anyway, yeah, she accused me of pushing her out of my car. Then supposed to get out. Stop the car and get out. Go back where she's supposed to land it at and start beating her in the face.
Start beating herself in the face?
No, said I'm start beating her in the face.
That's what she said, yeah.
Yeah, after I supposed to push her out the car, where she landed at, I get out of my car, stop my car, go back and see where she landed, then start beating her in the face.
Okay. But in actuality, she opened the door and jumped out the car.
She never did jump out no car.
Okay.
The way that happened is, well, see, I was getting from the start. From what I had.
Go ahead.
Started up. I was telling you about the first part. She done it once before.
Yeah.
And I didn't never open the door, leave there, and I got give me, let me out. I didn't pay no attention because we just got together. I'm just thinking she tripping, you know what I'm saying? Just doing things, you know what I'm saying? I said, man, what you want? So I didn't pay no attention. So time went on. And now she done it again.
Okay.
She said, just come up with an argument in the car just to start the problem, you know what I'm saying? And she come up to me, let me out. I said, what you let me out? And all the time she said it, she didn't open up my door.
Okay.
I said, what is you doing? Let me out, let me out. So she was like that. I got the wheelchair under my trunk. But I said, man, this girl's tripping, man. She done done it before. I can't have nobody knocking my car door off the hinges. You know what I'm saying? And she just opened my door and just let it fly over. I said, golly, man. So when she done this at this particular time, she she started argument. Ooh, there she go again. Open my door. Let me out. So she done it. I didn't, and she know how to work her arms. She know how to do everything.
Yeah.
She just normal, normal.
She just can't walk. Yeah.
Yeah. So I said, oh, Lord, you know what I'm saying? And I said, this girl doing this stuff again. So I ain't just really know Austin, but I know it pretty good in the neighborhood where they claim that this supposed to occur.
Okay.
It never did occur. You know what I'm saying? And but they said that I had pushed out the car and everything. I don't even, because I know I ain't done it, so I don't remember why nobody supposed to got pushed out.
Yeah, okay, so
car,
whenever that was supposed to happen, did the police come right then and there? Or you and her want y'all separate ways after that supposed incident?
Well, I'm going to tell it just like it is. I ain't going to sugarcoat it.
Already.
It was a conspiracy. I was being set up. I'm just going to tell the truth about it. I was set up by the girl, and didn't know she was already working with them to set me up. I found that out. It's just not no speculation. It's the truth. But anyway, didn't no police come to
the scene.
It wasn't no scene. It wasn't never no crime.
But
scene.
the supposed scene where the altercation was supposed to take place.
No police never came to the scene. But they put this Hispanic woman up there to intentionally, knowingly, that she's committing perjury. Put her up there saying that she seen me and the girl arguing and throwing punches at each other in the car.
That was during the trial.
No, that was when it's supposed to start, when I supposed to done this.
Okay.
No, submit this crime, and I never did, but anyway.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Before that, some woman tried to say something, so by that, they're trying to put out a warrant for your arrest.
This woman knew these people. Everything that came clear to me what didn't happen in my case. Yeah. Nobody have to believe me. I know what didn't happen. I'm the one who went through it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I was being set up. The woman said that she saw us fighting in the car, throwing punches at each other, and we wasn't doing that because there was nobody to fight. You know what I'm saying? I ain't throw no punch, she ain't throw no punch.
Already.
You know what I'm saying? So, but she said that then she seen me over the girl.
Okay.
Beating the girl in the face. Then I supposed to jumped in my car, but she didn't want to get out because she said she was so scared of me, what I might do by getting out, you know what I'm saying? And she said she seen me doing this. But when we went to trial, I'm going back to when we went to trial, see, like I said, I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing.
Well, see, I want to kind of go in a chronological order. Okay, so after this supposed incident happens, how long does it take for you to get locked up for that charge?
Well, the way this went, like I was telling a whole lot of people, and it's in the paperwork. It's not me just saying it. I got the documents that what were we saying?
No, I'm saying how long after this supposed incident happened did you get locked up? Like how much time went by between the supposed altercation went by and then the time that you got locked up for it?
When the girl said let her out, the first time I stopped the car. She hadn't got out the car.
Yeah.
Just the door open.
Yeah.
I pulled it in gear, got out the car, went around there and shut the door.
Okay.
To take her home and get out of my car. But by the time I'm taking off again, she come do it right back again. Open the door, let me out, let me out. I said, well, shit, she want to get out, I'm going to go on and let her out. You know what I'm saying? So I pulled to the curve, all the way to the curve. She immediately held on my dashboard and held on the car door and maneuvered herself to the ground. And she can do all of that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then she scooted from the grass on up onto the sidewalk.
Okay.
So I said in my mind, man, this girl tripping. She not finna, I'm about to run out of gas. They ain't got too much money. I spent my whole little check I had received, to get my car out the shop.
Yeah.
So I don't really have no money, no gas, and we just riding, just doing a little, going around the shop. Then we finna go home. But anyway, she saying that I done this, and then and this woman was talking about that she seen a UPS driver coming by when all this supposed to be going on, and she supposed to stop but y'all not really. Now I'm gonna tell you what happened. She talking about she stopped a UPS driver and told him that this girl is being beat up down there. Can you stop and help me, with her, to help her put her in her car? And she said that, and before I'm going to the rest.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I got to get to that.
Yeah.
So she said that she just wants to see is the girl was all right.
Okay.
Then she had the UPS man supposed to got out and supposed to help her put the girl in her car.
Okay.
Then she said she asked the girl, "Do you want me to call the police?"
Okay.
And she said that her cell phone, she trying to dial on her cell phone, but now it's dead. All of a sudden, it's dead. You know what I'm saying? And she saying that she kept asking the girl, "Do you want me to take you to the hospital? You want me to take you to the hospital?" But y'all see this? All that wasn't said in trial. My lawyer fixed that up to make her sound like she was really representing me, and she wasn't.
Okay.
Grabbing me to her footage, and I didn't pay her my money.
Okay, see, that's what I want to get to. So I want to get to that after we get to the arrest. Okay, so you get arrested before you get your attorney, right? Or you get the attorney before you get arrested?
I got arrested.
How long after? Like a week, 2 weeks, a month? How much time?
I had court appointed before I got this black woman who did this too.
Okay.
Yeah, I stayed in jail 9 months and 2 weeks before I got out on bond.
Okay. But before whenever the incident happened, whenever the UPS and all that shit supposedly happened, did you go to jail that same day? Because the lady said that she want to call the police and all that shit.
Yeah, I went the same day.
That same day you got locked up?
That same day I got locked up.
And then 9 months?
In jail.
That's what I'm saying. 9 months.
In 2 weeks.
And during that time, they gave you a court-appointed lawyer, but you felt they weren't trying to help you, so you wanted to get out so you could hire a free world attorney, right?
Yeah, because I knew that they wasn't really, I'm not the smartest person, but I can comprehend things.
Yeah.
They wasn't trying to help me.
Okay.
Because they was already in with the conspiracy.
Was they talking about trying to plea out already and shit like that?
No, when he ever said I was in jail over a month, 3 weeks. So, but anyway, when a court-appointed lawyer be appointed to you, he or she supposed to be there to see you within 2 to 3 days.
Okay. 48 hours, 2 days.
When this happened, whenever it was like 2, 3 days. But anyway, they supposed to be there about 2, 3 days. I didn't see this man to a month. So I kept asking the guard, "Where's my court-appointed lawyer? I need to talk to him because I ain't done no stuff like that." That man never, well, when he came, it was a man, but when he did ever come, it was about a month later. Then all time after that, see, when you go to court and be reset, they're going to reset you for about 3 weeks to a month.
That first time that you met with your court-appointed attorney after being in there for a month, 2 months, whatever, what was he talking about? Was he talking about we could beat this? Was he talking?
No, he wasn't saying nothing about nothing like that. Only thing, when he first ever seen me, he didn't say nothing about no time or nothing.
Okay.
But the only thing he said that it was a woman. Look how he said this. I'm going to just say it like this. He talking about the woman said that she seen me, that I must have been high on drugs. I had to say that.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I wasn't on no drugs. You know what I'm saying? And just try to belittle me. You know what I'm saying? But all of this, like I said, all of this wasn't said in trial. That's why I want to get on this program to tell, because those people is doing some real corrupted stuff to human beings who got rights.
Okay. So after you get out from the 9 months and 2 weeks and you get out, then you get you a free world attorney.
I retained the free world lawyer.
Okay.
She wanted $1,000 But she would never come tell me. And every time we would come back, going to court, I'd be out for 30 days. Then we had to go to court the next day, or in the next 30 days. She said, Mr. Baldwin, that's my name. She said, Mr. Baldwin, they don't have nothing on you. I said, why I pay you? She wanted $1,000. I gave her $1,000 cash money.
Yeah.
But then again, she kept telling me that. Then she kept, but ain't nothing happening. I said, well, here's another $500.
So you're out on bond at this time. You're going to court every month, but nothing's happening.
She said,
and she's trying to feed you that we finna beat this.
Well, basically what she said.
They ain't even got nothing on. And we ain't even gotta beat it because they ain't got nothing on.
They ain't got nothing on.
Already. Okay, bet. Already.
But see, what I done seen in my case, I'm gonna just say to you, I'm on this case. I'm gonna tell you like I feel. I have to tell you. See what it was? They intentionally knowing that I didn't do no crime. See, because when the crime did happen, I mean, when it supposed to occur that didn't occur, they don't have no evidence. They don't have no medical records. They didn't have nothing.
Okay, well, that's what we're going to get to. That's what I'm trying to go in like chronological order. So you retain your free will attorney, and then how long is she your attorney before it's time to go to court? But you said at first she's talking about basically this should get dismissed. They shouldn't even be charging you with this. At what point is she talking like, okay, they want to go to trial?
Well,
and did you fire her before that?
I can answer the question, but the way I want to say it.
Go ahead, say it the way you want to say it. Hey, let's chop it up. This is the Ridin High podcast, man. Uncle, this motherfucker trying to hold back and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we good. See, man, we go do this. No, we good. No, tell it though. Tell it how it is.
Come on, man.
Tell it how it is. Tell it how it is.
Come on, man. See, we got to do this. See,
Come on. Tell it how it's okay. So you got the lawyer.
See, I have to really, if I'm going to tell it, I got to tell it how I see it in sequence. You know what I'm saying? The way it supposed went on. Yeah, you're going to ask me questions or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You can do that because this is the way the show is. But I got to kind of tell it.
No, tell it. Okay, just tell it. Go ahead. Tell it.
Happened.
Yeah.
But anyway, there was no crime ever occurred, and it wasn't no crime scene. And
so at what point, like I say, it's like, okay, now we have to go to trial. At what point do you have it in your mind like, well, damn, this shit ain't going to get dropped. We're going to have to go to trial?
Because the last, when I was out on bond, see, it's the second part of this. That's why I said
Go ahead.
A whole lot into this case, what did happen. It was a conspiracy. That's all it is. And can't nobody see it no other way. But because I was out on bond, and I never went round the girl because I knew I was out on bond. Now.
And part of the conditions that you can't be within a certain amount of.
No, hold on. When it first post so-called occurred, I had a 60-day restraining order on her. But did you hear what I said a while ago? I stayed in jail 9 months and something.
Yeah.
So that 60 days is already is dead.
Yeah.
It's gone. So when I get out on bond, we should not see nobody. I mean, each other, but it wasn't against the law because there wasn't no restraining order on us at this time.
Yeah.
That was already deceased.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But when I got sick, and the reason how I get riding the girl, when I was I stayed at the hospital with the girl. Well, when I got out on bond, she was at I forgot the name of the hospital, but I stayed at the hospital with her. They put me a bed for me to sleep in and stay around her. So, but all the time, then I caught on to that. She was trying to get me again. So she just started arguing again, just arguing. Then she threw something at me.
At the hospital?
At the hospital. Like we arguing in there.
Yeah.
I immediately got out of there. I said, oh, no, man, I don't care if it ain't no, this don't look too good.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I said, but find out later on, it was intentionally. She was doing it because they didn't have nothing on the first, because make a long story short, I'm going to get on to the next thing and do it like this. So now, it's more to it, but I can't say all anything. So now, I was over to the girl house when she got out from the hospital. She was in the hospital when I got out on bond for something else, not something I done. I didn't do nothing to her, but she was definitely. So I never went riding the girl. I had been out there in 3 to 4 months, never been riding the girl. Matter if it was straight or not, I just wasn't going riding her because we on a legal thing. She didn't falsely accused or something. So now, I tell the lawyer, what the girl was doing. I said, that ain't nothing but a setup. So I got arrested by her again when I was out on bond, saying that I refused to leave her house. But how did I get to her house? I wasn't ever going riding the girl. My lawyer, Donna Keith Hall, asked me, could I go around the girl to get her to talk about this case? And I said, yes, I'm glad that you giving me the green light, because I wasn't going to go around her, but I wanted to go, really did want to go around her, because I want to ask her, why you lie on me like that?
Okay.
My lawyer asked me to go. So that's how I got back riding the girl, to go over there and get to talk to her. But when I was over there, I was being set up. So this how this happened, this how I know. Everything just come into play, what they was, after it went on. So now, I'm over to the girl, I bought her mother a beer, bought her a beer, bought me a beer, and bought her some cigarettes, because she said she wanted to borrow $2. I give it to her, and I said, Nikisha, I said, I got to pay this lawyer all my money. I said, I need my money back. I'll buy you these cigarettes. I said, because I'm paying all my money to this lawyer and stuff.
To fight a case against you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I gave it to her, just, so I went and got, the cigarette over there. So now, it was on, that day, that was on the 3rd. I was getting my check on the 1st. She got hers on the 3rd. So, but anyway, she said, my grandmother gonna bring me my money. She said, I'm gonna give you your money back. I said, yeah, Nikisha, I need my money. I said, yeah. So my grandmother bought the money, and she had another boyfriend. I know him too, she know him too, because she's going with him now, but we both of us know him before she went with him, and she said, I'm gonna give you your money when my grandmother come and bring me my money. I said, all right. So her grandmother came. Her grandmother know who I am and everything. So she had me to step outside. I go step outside. Grandmother go in there, so-called give her money or whatever. I don't know. So by the time it's getting dark, so grandmother went on about her business, left, gave so-called, gave her the money. So I go back in. I said, Nikisha, give me my little $2, $3. I said, I need every penny because I'm getting broke. I got to pay this lawyer for something I didn't do. Well, my grandmother didn't give me no money. Get out of my house. I said, oh, Lord, have mercy. So at the same time, keeps saying it, I'm backing back, going out the door backwards. Because the door, right there, I can open it right and going on out. By the time I open the door and finna go out the door, here come the police. I said, oh, this a setup. This a setup. So they go out there and put me in. It's about you in arrest. I said, for what? For criminal trespassing or something. I said, the girl offered me over here. But all the time I was thinking about Donald, my lawyer.
Yeah.
You sent me over here to get this done to me again.
Yeah.
The second time.
Okay, so whenever you get locked up for that criminal trespass, which is a misdemeanor, they try to say you violated your bond?
See, me and the judge didn't get along. I'm just telling you, me and the judge didn't get along because we got in a little argument because she tried to give me the sign for the 6 years and I wasn't signed for something that I did not do. I don't care what it was. If I just go do 3 years, I'm not signing for just putting my handwriting on something that I know I didn't do, and they intentionally knowing that I didn't do anything. So so then when the girl, I turned around and the police said, well, put your hand. So then when I get in jail, oh, I'm hot now. I said, this woman that sent me right here, I gave this woman my money.
Yeah.
She put me right here to get arrested again by this same girl.
Yeah.
So I'm in jail. I immediately called my bail bondsman. That first came to my mind to see that they put a warrant out for what. So somehow I got a hold to the bail bondsman. I asked the man. He went and looked on the computer. He said, "No, Mr. Baldwin, we did not revoke your bond. the judge revoked your bond. I said, oh, Lord, I'm not going to be in the judge to get along. And this is exactly what happened. But all of it, I got to say it again, nothing but a conspiracy against me. I don't know why, but it was. I hadn't done nothing to nobody. So, but why you going to do this? But anyway, it wasn't nothing but a conspiracy.
So the judge revokes your bond, now you got to sit in jail.
Yeah. Now I got to sit in jail. No, but before that, they wanted me to sign for about 4, 5, 6 months for that misdemeanor criminal trespassing.
What?
I said, no, because I said, no, I'm not finna
sign for 4, 5, 6 months for a criminal trespass.
But you get 2 for 1 and all that.
Fuck
you know?
that.
But
That's
anyway,
a 30-day sentence.
3 months or something like that. I said, no, I'm not finna stay in no jail. They said, right. Then anyway, the man, the judge, they had revoked, the bail bond said she had revoked my bond. I said, that, you know what I'm saying? So she the one revoked my bond. So now, I'm mad. I called my lawyer. I'm trying to call my lawyer. She wouldn't answer the phone. She already intentionally knowing that I was in jail. Another setup, a conspiracy. And I couldn't get hold to her. I called every day. Couldn't get hold to her. About a month, I'm in jail. Because I went to court on the criminal trespass in the misdemeanor court, and they were trying to just give me that little time, whatever, and I wouldn't do it. But then I went on, they gave me something different. I signed for something, I forgot how much that little time it was.
Yeah.
So I went on and signed for it just to get on out before all that other happened.
Yeah.
I said, I got to get out of here before that judge know anything.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So when I got out of court, I signed for whatever I signed for. So the man said, well, Miss Baldwin, you ain't got that much time. It wasn't that much. And he said, if you get some trustee time, you can leave tomorrow. He said, but I'm going to give you some trustee time where you can leave tomorrow on the misdemeanor.
Already.
So, you know what I'm saying? I said, okay, go on do that. But by the next morning, I'm still there. I go and ask that guard. He said, well, Mr. Baldwin, that's when the lady said that your bond have been, you got to revoke bond. I said, that judge went on. I said, I ain't finna leave out here. So I immediately called my lawyer, tried to call my lawyer. She wouldn't answer. I didn't get a hold to about a month later. She come in there. I'm going, I'm not going to tell no lie. I kind of went off on her. Because you just keep playing with my freedom. And I didn't.
Because you had already completed all the time for the misdemeanor. So you basically just sitting in jail because the lawyer's bullshitting.
Yeah, about this other case when I was out on bond.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the one that I never was convicted of. So, and I just said, man, they just holding me in. So I'm mad, man. I got to talk to this lawyer. This woman that got my money to doing it. Then all the time I was out. You keep telling me what they don't have nothing on me. What I pay you for?
Yeah.
If I ain't got nothing, drop this. Get it dropped.
Yeah.
But now, when she see me, here she come. She said, Mr. Baldwin, they went up to 8 years. I said, 8 years? For what? She said, they said the reason they went up to 8 years, but they said, hold on. He said, hold on. She said, hold on. She said, but they said if you go on sign for the 6, they won't file charges on you going back around that girl. Excuse me, y'all. Yeah, I said it. I said, bitch, you the one that asked me to go around the girl. I said, I didn't go around the girl till you asked me. I said, I'm going to file a civil suit against you. Man, she got your trim. She said, all right, yeah, Mr. Baldwin, you right. You could go around that girl. It wasn't no restraint on her. I said, I know my rights, too. I said, it wasn't no restraint on her. And you the one sent me over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She said, I said, I'm going to file a civil suit. That's when she got scared. She said, I'm going to tell you the truth. They didn't have nothing on you. And so they were trying to get another case on you. I looked at this woman. I said, this woman in with the conspiracy too.
God damn.
Ain't it? Is she doing it like that?
Mm-hmm. She withholding information from her client. Yeah.
She's in with the spirit. So now, but I feel, and I'm not holding up for her because she did me wrong. I'm not holding up for her. I feel that she really didn't want to do me like this. See, because at the first, I feel that she didn't know what really they had done behind my back and her back because I just retained her for my lawyer.
Yeah.
So she couldn't have knew anything. You see what I'm saying? That she found out what they had done to me.
Yeah.
Now she got scared. Now she goes screaming for
Hey, you good?
She got scared. I feel she didn't want to go against the system, so she went along with them, knowing what they had done to me.
Hold on, real quick.
Knowing what they had done to me, so she went on with it. I guess she didn't want to go against the system.
Yeah.
Because I feel that she works in and out of there. She worked mess over there. She probably wouldn't be liked in there no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you like it is.
Well, we always say, and I'm pretty sure you've always heard this back in your time, the court appointed working with the goddamn court. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. Like,
yeah.
Excuse me, but we've always said that type stuff. But you said this was a free world, but even then you still felt like she was just still not representing you to the best of what she should have been.
She keep telling me I don't bond, they don't have nothing. Why is you don't get it dropped?
Yeah. Yeah.
But see,
exactly.
The reason I said that's common sense too.
Yeah, yeah.
If you telling me that they don't have that,
why aren't you even filing for it to be dropped?
Why is them still
or to be dismissed?
Done?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Well, excuse me, I said, but see, I just said, come on, what are you talking about? Tell that woman that make sense to me.
Yeah.
If person they ain't got no number, get it dropped. Let me go on with my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
what happens after that day that that you start telling her you're gonna hit her with the silver shoe and she tells you about the whatever, all this and all that? Does she
said, yeah, they don't have nothing on. I mean, they were just trying to get you to sign for the 8 years because they didn't have nothing on it. And I'm looking like, what? And I didn't tell her. I'm just saying in my mind, trying to get me to sign for 8 because they didn't have nothing on it. If they didn't have nothing on it, I don't know why I got to sign for 8.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They must thought I was a stewhead or something.
Yeah.
You got the real one here.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to be like I'm old, but it makes me so mad for what they done done to me. And they really at this point is getting away with this. And they need to be brought to justice. Because they done some real crap. These people have, I'm getting like a preacher now. These people did forged a prior conviction on my record, on my criminal record, like I had a prior conviction of an elderly person. Now, where that elderly person come from, back when I was on parole from a previous case, what I was saying
about how they tried to say that you had already been
convicted of that kind of crime, in the past. But see, a lot of people don't know that an elderly and a disabled, and injury to a child, is 3 different charges. I didn't know it at first, but I learned a little bit in prison about a little law. Those 3, but I knew it before I went to commend the law. You got into it. The so-called appeal lawyer, we got into it. They 3 different charges, but they under the same penal code.
Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I tried to tell him, he gonna tell me, well, Mr. Baldwin, so when he told me something about
previously being
no, but he said he sent me some papers for this appeal thing. Sent me the paper saying injury to an elderly person. I said, no, I wasn't accused of no elderly person. This girl ain't elderly. The girl is just 32 years old.
Okay.
I wasn't even elderly. I was just 45.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I said, sir. I said, well, I'm not here for no elderly person. He said, no, Mr. Baldwin, they think you're crazy. They think another person don't know nothing just because they lawyer. I'm going to tell you like this. That nobody else knows something. I said, no, sir. I said, those not the same. I said, it's 3 different charges. Injury to an elderly, to a child, and to a disabled.
Yeah.
3 different charges, but they're under the same penal code.
Yeah.
You know what the man told me over the phone? Oh, Mr. Baldwin, that's why you got a psychological problem. I said, no, so-and-so, your whoop got the psychological problem.
But you said that was later on during the appeal, huh?
No, this before I went to prison.
Okay.
Somehow they gave me a appeal lawyer right when I come out that illegal trial.
Okay, so let's talk about the actual trial. You go to trial, and then how long? When you go to trial, do you have who's your attorney at trial? Was it the black lady still?
Yes. It was the black lady who took me into the trial.
The Hall lady, she was the trial?
Yeah, Donna Chief,
Okay.
Donna Hall Chief.
Okay.
It's Donna Hall Chief.
Okay, so y'all end up going to trial. Did you feel that she represented you right at trial, or you felt that she
didn't do nothing? She kept doing the same thing from what she did back then. Still going with that sister right there, because she didn't represent me at all. Though really, she just took my little $1,500.
Okay.
I don't care if it was 15. That's what it is. I ain't really had much money.
Okay.
You know, she took my friend, just took my money. You ain't did no job.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So you go to trial. They find you guilty, and then they do the sentencing phase, and then.
So how that went down? See, what people makes me kind of upset when they say that ain't nobody find me guilty.
Well, I'm just saying, in the legal terms, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. You're right.
Go ahead.
You're right, yes, sir. But it makes me mad because I know the other way.
I feel you.
I feel what I'm saying?
I understand.
It makes me mad.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to,
No, I understand what you're saying.
But yeah, man. And what else you say?
So then they do the sentencing phase, and then they sentence you to the 20.
20 years.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And then before you even get sent off to TDC, you say you were already going on appeal? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I was already on appeal.
Okay.
And the court-appointed lawyer, I still had the court-appointed lawyer, appeal lawyer at that time.
Okay.
And I supposed to be going. And before we left the jailhouse, he said, Mr. Baldwin, I'm going to file a habeas corpus, and I'm going to file your direct appeal when you're going on appeal. Well, I didn't know. I said, okay, boom. But now I got in time when I'm thinking, why are you going to file a habeas? Why are you telling me at this time, at the same time, you're going to file those two? You don't file no habeas corpus until your direct appeal is already
denied. Okay. So you exhausted all. Okay.
It's over.
All the appeals already.
Then you file your habeas corpus. Why he telling me? Because I had learned a little bit down there.
Yeah.
I said, why he told me he gonna file both of them before?
At the same time.
Same time.
Okay.
But I didn't know.
That's what I'm saying. At that time, you didn't know.
I didn't know nothing.
Okay.
I didn't know nothing was going on.
Okay.
So I'm on the appeal. By the time I'm waiting on my appeal. I keep calling appeal people in Austin, appeal court, whatever. They send me something, always something like they don't know nothing, they got to get with the courts. I said, man, what's wrong with these people, man? They ain't trying to give me an appeal. You know what I'm saying? So I'm down there. So this lawyer, Chris Morgan. His name is Chris Morgan. So-called appeal lawyer was mine in this situation.
So at this point, was Hall out of the picture?
Hall had never come in yet.
And what I'm saying, after she what do you mean she wasn't in yet? Because this is after the trial, right? After
the trial.
After the trial, because Hall was your attorney during the trial.
Yeah, Miss Hall was my attorney.
During the trial. After the trial and they find you guilty, then she's out of the picture, and now you have the Chris dude in the picture.
Chris was in before she even came.
Oh.
Because they gave him me right after they got me out.
Okay, so he was the original court-appointed attorney. I see what you're saying now. Okay, okay. So even after that, even after everything had went down with the court process, Chris is still your attorney.
No, later on down the line, I filed a grievance against Mr. Chris.
But up until you filed that grievance, he was still as your acting attorney.
He's supposed to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Already.
He's supposed to be there. But he would never do nothing for me because out of this old time I'm out of prison right now, he never filed a brief. You have to file a brief to get, on your case. You have to file a brief. And I never had that. They deprived me of my rights to a direct appeal because they intentionally doing it that I was already convicted when they carried me into that illegal trial. I found all this out. It's no speculation. This is real. They done this to me.
Okay.
I was already convicted when I went into trial because it's this attorney that I had on this case after I'd been released from prison. He never told me nothing. He just left me and ain't said nothing that I had a case. I don't have it, but he knew I had a case. But his name is Chris And I forgot the last name, but his name is Chris. No, his name is
Because Chris was the other.
Talbot.
Okay.
Talbot. His last name is Mr. Talbot. I forgot the first name.
Okay. Alrighty.
He was working on my case. This man had my case for 2 months.
But I don't want to get to that part yet. I still want to stick to you fighting while you in prison, and then we'll get to you fighting out of prison. So I still want to get to you fighting in prison. So you're in there fighting. The Chris dude is supposed to be helping you, but he ain't doing nothing. So you let him go. What's the next step?
Well, I didn't let him go. I filed a grievance against him.
Okay.
I got
there
to
you
say
go.
this.
Okay, go ahead.
I filed a grievance against him, so I guess he got mad because he wrote me a letter and trying to get smart about he had nobody to do that, write no grievance on him, and so many years has he been an attorney trying to be smart, and stuff like that. But you ain't found my brief, man. And I keep writing the appeal court and ask them about my appeal, and they don't know nothing about it. The district clerk of the appeal court don't know nothing about this thing.
The appeal.
Appeal. So I went on, and right to this day, I never had a direct appeal. They didn't deprive me of all that. See, because they knew they didn't have a case, and they knew that they had me convicted. That's a prior conviction. And you remember the habeas corpus?
Yeah.
And the so-called appeal he was going to do it?
Yeah.
It was never no appeal. They was going to file that habeas corpus.
Okay. So for people that don't know, what exactly is a habeas corpus?
Well, I'm not just really for sure of it, but it's like a petition that you file for wrongfully convicted. You know, you can file and tell what's wrong with your case, what went down and whatever that you think you actually in. So you can just file this petition, file it to the federal courts.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm
a habeas corpus is a fundamental legal right, often referred to as the Great Writ, that protects individuals from unlawful imprisonment. It forces the government to justify a person's detention before a judge. Okay, I see what you're saying. And they weren't even getting back to nothing of that, or they weren't even. He hadn't even filed that. That's what you're saying.
Huh?
He said that he was going to file it, but
I kept on all those years. He kept on saying, but I never got a brief, never filed no appeal for me. You know what I'm saying? Never have. So after I did that about the grievance, he wrote me a letter and told me that he had withdrew from my case. He said I should be getting with the courts about who is my new appeal attorney.
Okay.
Edward K. Downing. That's his name, Edward K. Downing. And the first one I'm talking about is Chris Morgan. I got to tell it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He never filed it, so I kept calling the appeal court. They don't know nothing about no appeal. But like I say, you can't file you can't file a direct appeal, I don't feel. And I really didn't get it out the law, but I can just come and say, you can't file a habeas because what all that went down, I didn't learn a lot, the way they say things, the way they doing it, that I can really check it out, what they're doing. You can't file a habeas corpus, like you say, till your direct appeal is over with. And you can't file a direct appeal straight under a prior conviction. You got to have I forgot the name of when you first come out of the trial, they call it something. I forgot that part. But anyway, you can't file that because that's a prior conviction. That's on your record. That's what you're supposed to.
Yeah. You can only appeal the case that you're fighting. Yeah, for sure.
That's behind your past. So you can't file a direct appeal. But I didn't know it at first. That's why he was telling me that habeas corpus.
Okay.
Remember the habeas corpus in the field at the same time?
Yeah.
He knew what he was going to do.
Okay.
But he wasn't telling me.
Okay, so what happens when Mr. Edward Downing comes in the picture?
And Mr. Edward Downing, I ain't seen him from the day that I'm sitting here talking on this thing. I ain't never met the man, never got none. My auntie Shara, bless her soul, she's dead and gone. And she was helping me out with a little financial stuff, legal stuff, trying to help me out. And the people just... And she was down there every way. She said she would call Edward K. Downing, call him. Nobody would answer the phone. I would write Edward K. Downing, I would write him. He won't never respond back. So anyway, I had never met the man in my life. Right today, I ain't know who he is. I said, God, these people, that's all they was doing. Because when I was in prison, just get to the That was a prior conviction that was never my conviction. I never had no prior conviction of no elderly person. And how they done that, back when I was on parole for my previous cases that I had, you know what I'm saying?
But your previous cases had nothing to do with violence, and they was all drug-related cases.
Yeah, those were drugs.
Okay.
You know.
So they're trying to pin something on you, trying to say that those cases had something to do with...
How they did it, me and this guy here in Corpus Christi, his name, I'm going to tell you the name, his name was Tommy Coates, and we got into it in front of my grandmother's house. No, we got into it the street over from my grandmother's house. Me and one of my partners, we was walking down the street, so we passed by. All of a sudden, he's sitting on the porch with this lady. I knew the lady and whatever, but I didn't know, that he was renting the house from her. But anyway, he's sitting on the porch. Somehow, something came by, we got in an argument. So we argued. Didn't nobody do nothing. He didn't come off the porch, and I didn't go up to the porch. Up there. So I went on to my grandmother's house. I went on to the next street over. So I go inside, and I got to say this to say.
No, go ahead.
And I go inside,
I remember
talk
this.
to my grandmother's house, talking to my grandmother. So my grandmother be sitting doing her little crochet. So the door, knock, 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 knock. I go to the door. I go answer the door. It's the police. They said, Mr. Baldwin, you got, you know what Tommy Coates? I said, yes, sir, I know Tommy Coates. He said, Mr. Tommy Coates said that you assaulted him. I said, sir, I ain't hit nobody. I ain't assault that man. I said, that man is lying. He said, yeah. So the police didn't ask me to come outside. I didn't go outside. They just left after I told them that.
And to get a little bit of insight, Tommy Coates was a disabled man. Like he walked finally, he walked and everything. He just like he was disabled. He had like a little limp, you know what I'm saying, whenever he walked. But just to give y'all a little bit of insight on who Tommy Coates was, so because this is kind of getting to the story. I get where you're getting at, so go ahead.
So Tommy Coates, so I said, I ain't hit nobody. So the police had left. I went on, sit down, talk to my grandmother, what's going on. A little later, that night, or maybe the next night, I can't remember, but it was that night, me and my homeboy, we was walking down the street, and the thing, law pulled up in front of us, got out and asked us our name, and this and this and this. He said, Mr. Baldwin, he said, you got a warrant out for, a blue warrant out for your arrest. I said, for my arrest? I said, for what? He said, I don't know, it's a blue warrant. So I go to jail. This misdemeanor lawyer, it was a misdemeanor, well, let me see. No, it wasn't a misdemeanor. So anyway, they send this man, this lawyer, court-appointed lawyer, and they send this court-appointed lawyer to me. This is in Corpus Christi.
Yeah.
Here. And he's an old cat. To me, he act like he knew what he was doing too good. He kept telling me that they want to give you so much county time, they want to do this and do that. I said, sir, I'm on parole. I'm not finna sign for nothing. Because I didn't do nothing, sir. And what was you? So we go, next time he see me again, he say, I said, sir, didn't I tell you that I didn't want to sign for nothing? We're going to take it to trial. So the next time he did ever come to me, he got an assistant, other lawyer with him, a little younger one, I guess, because he really didn't know what he was doing, talking about. So anyway, this younger cat, he represented me, but the older man was there too. But that one was something. So we talking. Tommy Coates got up on the stand, misdemeanor trial. Got up on the stand and started telling his little side of the story, his lies. I said, listen at this. So before I got a chance to go tell my story, they took a recess. So we go to a recess. We gets back in. Oh man, the judge was chewing the DA out about Tommy Coates and his girlfriend. That woman is the landlord.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why is they talking to each other out there in the hall? Did you warn them not to talk to them? He said, yes, sir. He said, you see that gentleman sitting over there? That was me. He said, yeah. He said, that's not fair to that gentleman over there. He said, this case is dismissed. So I go back to my cell. About 2 days later, I get a paper in the mail saying, you have been acquitted. So I had to get all through that to just tell you how this went down. So now I'm living in Austin, Texas.
But hold on, before you even go there, so what ends up happening with the blue warrant with the Tommy Coast case? Did you end up getting out of jail like a week later after that because they lifted the blue warrant?
I went to trial and got acquitted.
I know, but you still had the blue warrant, so that they lift the blue warrant.
I asked the lawyer. I asked the poor woman, "Can I get out today because I got acquitted?"
Yeah.
She said, "No, we got to go through the whole hearing."
Okay.
She said, and at this time when I told me really falsely accused me of that, I didn't have no more than about 6-7 months on parole.
Okay.
Period.
Already.
So once all that did happen, got through and everything, it was about that 6-7 months right there. I had one more month. So I went on to the real hearing, to the parole thing. And she said, "Well, just meet to my office tomorrow, Mr. Baldwin."
Okay.
She said, "You beat this right here. You got acquitted. We see that. So that's dead. But you still got a month left on parole."
Okay.
So I come on in tomorrow. Once you come in tomorrow, you report in. You don't have to report no more. You off parole. Just stay out of trouble.
Okay.
And I had been off of trouble. I've been out of trouble going on 8 years.
Okay.
But I'm living in Austin, Texas.
Okay.
I'm living in 8 years. I go to state jail for 6 months in Austin, Texas in 2005. I signed for 6 months. And I went to 969 on MLK in Austin, Texas. And I did most of the time in the county jail. When I got out from the state jail right down to MLK, they let me off. They have people come get you out there, and they let y'all right downtown, or take you to a halfway house where you might have chose when you was in there, because people come there, and stuff, and do stuff. Ask you, do you want to go there? You know what I'm saying?
Not to cut you off, but they got a state jail in Austin?
Yeah, on 969. Yeah, I went there one time.
Already.
Yeah, 969. That's what they call it.
Already.
But anyway, I got out. Had been off a road going on 8 years.
Clean. Done your state jail sentence, because that's day for day. You don't get out on no parole on that shit. That's day for day. Yeah.
I already did
so
that.
y'all get out clean.
I'm off.
Already.
Then in 2006, here this conspiracy come. This what happened. Now I'm back in trouble again. The conspiracy hit it again. Saying I done this to this girl, but then again, I just wanted to get things together.
Okay, but now you told that story, so that kind of now it makes sense. Okay, now you say you go to court with you got the Edward man as your attorney. Is Cheryl
Edward man?
Ed. What was his last name? Ed K something. Ed Downing.
Yeah, but I never met him.
Okay, was Cheryl making contact with his office whenever?
But they would never answer the phone.
Okay.
She said they would never answer the phone.
And at this point, were you already trying to get the NAACP involved and stuff like that, or that came later?
I had rolled so many people,
different organizations and
different organizations. They helped me with my case. And I'm just telling you what TDC is doing in there. I can't hold it back because I'm getting upset right now. They have people in their system falsifying legal documents. A lot of us inmates was down there. We could be writing organizations to help us, whatever. It never make it to the destination. They have other people to do it. So when the letters come back, just if you can comprehend stuff, this letter don't sound too right. These people are not saying this and this, not so profound. People who trying to help you saying something. That's TDC. Because one time I caught the mail room in a lie. They didn't know what to do. I said, I've been writing the NAACP. I said, ma'am, this dude at the McConnell unit gave me this out of a legal, up-to-date directory, legal directory, record thing. It's legal. I said, how can the addresses be wrong? All of them, everything I sent out, all of them wrong. Return the sender. Return the sender. Return it. I said, all these organizations is not closed. They ain't got moved out of the location yet.
Yeah.
All these people can't get it done there. So I want to just lighten up on the system too of TDC. They is doing some corruption, and they intentionally, knowingly, that I was down there illegally held they was going along with the conspiracy. And now, I just wanted to just get this over with and get my record clean back, because there's something on that computer that I can't see. Because when the other lawyer who would want to get it, I go by how they said, this how God put the little stuff in me to know really what they're doing. Because everything been going on, God gives me the insight, and it mostly be right too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know what's on that computer, and I would like to know what's on that computer. What it's saying, because when the other lawyers get it, the way they come at me like, man, they got it. Because one of the other lawyers, Chris Talbert, the other guy, I couldn't make up the name. His name is Chris Talbert.
Okay.
It's come to me right then. You know, he said, Mr. Baldwin, he said, it's a lot going on in your case. There I go. I said, I know he see exactly what I've been telling him.
Okay.
What went down. Now he don't want to know. He said, it's a lot going on.
Okay, so but that's after you get out. So you end up getting out, and then after you get out, that's whenever you went and obtained Chris Talbert?
No, Chris, yes, yeah. I looked in the dictionary on my phone or whatever, coalition. He's like from the coalition thing, but he's a lawyer like...
That's supposed to help people in situations like you.
They like in with them.
Already.
Helping people. And they loved in my case from the beginning. The other cat, I forgot his name, he said, yeah, Mr. Baldwin, you got a good case. I said, I know I do. But see, what I just feel what did happen, he let my case go, well, let me see, March, February, January, February. By 2 months, he had my case, and when I keep asking him what's going on, and half the time I didn't never get to talk to him. So when he
was you talking to like his secretaries and stuff like that?
Yeah, one of the cats who got it.
Yeah.
He was pretty good, one of the dudes, you know what I'm saying? He would never get back to me. So time went on, 2 months. You ain't told me nothing, period. I said, I know. I was saying to myself, I know he knows that it's the truth. So, but I feel, because they know they have a case, but I'm just telling you, like, I just got to tell it. They holding up for Donald Hall Keefe. They holding up for her. Don't want to get her in no trouble.
Because if they try to file on your behalf, then that makes her look bad because she was the one who represented you.
Yes, because that's what you call
wrongful representation or something, one of them type of terms. I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Ineffective system of counsel.
Yeah, ineffective counseling. Yeah, there you go.
Counsel.
Yeah, there
that's
you go.
That's what she was.
Yeah.
Intentionally doing it too, done that. And so they holding up for her. They rather, but I don't know how to say it. It's like, what you holding up for her for? She done violated this man. She supposed to be representing him to the fullest.
Yeah.
Then they got this man money and just do it. That's not right.
Yeah.
You done violated my constitutional.
Yeah.
And I have constitutional rights just like everybody else.
Yeah.
And y'all done that to me and you went along with it. I mean, they done it and you went along with it. So anyway, back to that acquittal. I get out, excuse me, I'm going on this for acquittal. So I got acquitted of it, got off parole and everything.
Well, let's talk about that, because we're talking about that on the way over here. Let's talk about that exact process. Okay, how you get out and you're on parole, but then you end up going to a parole thing, or remember you saying earlier how they supposedly there was a warrant. Your parole people said there's a warrant out for your arrest.
But that was later on down the line.
Okay,
that's way down. Just to still with this case.
Okay,
this is I thought I got out. But anyway, that acquittal with Tommy Coach. I got out, I've been out for parole, going on, did the state jail, whatever. Then, all of a sudden, this happened. But what I'm getting at, these people didn't force this on my records. Like, I'm looking like I'm a bad person. He started beating up older people, old people. That don't look right on me. I don't do that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I would kill someone if they do an old person like that, and I'm looking at this.
Yeah.
But anyway, they done this. So they forged this conviction. They refiled on that misdemeanor acquittal and upgraded it to a felony
Tried to use that
conviction.
case that got dismissed against
now,
Tommy Coates.
Yeah. So now they had this girl to set me up, just like tell me what it is. Set me up
To enhance.
a disabled person.
Yeah.
Those two different, elderly and disabled.
But they fall under the same.
under the penal code.
So, yeah.
So now the girl get me. Do that to me. Now, what if I would have signed for something that I know I did not do? That'd really make me look more worse. Because when you sign, that's saying that you done it.
Yeah, because you can't appeal a plea agreement.
You saying you done it.
Yeah, you can't appeal a plea agreement for y'all that
So
don't know.
why would I wanna-
Once you plea, if they offer you, if they telling you, hey, you going to get 20, 25, 30, da-da-da-da, but you can sign for 4-5 right now. Once you sign for that 4-5, you can no longer appeal. You cannot appeal.
I'm gonna put it like this.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
A plea
you can.
agreement.
I went in the book.
A plea agreement?
You can file. You can if you really. It's some. Well, the way they said in the book, it kind of
Probably if you feel like there was ineffective counseling or something like that on your behalf.
Well, that you might can do that, but they saying that you can't appeal it, but it's gonna be real hard.
Okay.
Because you admitted to that.
Yeah.
By signing that paper. Mm-hmm. That's what I was telling you.
Well, usually too, whenever you sign that too, usually they make you sign another paper too that says you won't appeal this.
Well,
whenever I got in trouble back in 2006, 2007, whenever I signed, they made me sign basically saying that I wouldn't appeal also. So it's just all the whole bunch of legal crazy stuff.
Went down. So that prior conviction that they forged on my record, they had it at a 20-year sentence. Now you check out the way I'm saying this. They have it at a 20-year sentence. That's on my record now.
Yeah.
I done did this in the past. Now, they get this girl to allow me whatever. I go in there and sign for that 6. How that look?
Yeah.
I done did a elderly, now I'm doing a disabled.
Yeah. Because if you sign for that, it looks like that you're admitting to the Tommy Coates situation too. Yeah.
I'm not going to belittle myself like that.
Yeah.
If I didn't do this.
Yeah.
I would look stupid.
Yeah.
To do that to myself, and I know I didn't. But they going to look at it, want to make a person look bad.
Yeah.
Oh, he done this in the past.
Yeah.
This kind of crime. But all the time, so now that we go to the trial, we go to trial. Check this out now, y'all listen how this go. We go to trial. Now, when I get arrested with, I'm going back to somewhere right now. When I get arrested with the girl, it have a cause number all by itself. A cause number, that's the case.
What do you mean when you get arrested with the girl? When you get arrested at the house or on the road? When you get arrested?
I got arrested at the house.
That's what I'm saying. Okay,
where we live.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Where we supposed to be living.
Yeah.
Yeah. But see, that was kind of.
So whenever you got arrested with with the girl, that what happened did? That they did something?
No. What I was saying, see when you cut
my bad. Go ahead.
But I know you got to cut it. But anyway,
no, you were saying something about at the trial that something about whatever was it brought up about being.
No, at the trial when I got arrested with the girl, it have a different cause number.
Okay.
Now the prior conviction that they forged on me have to have a different cause.
Yeah,
number.
because it was 8 years earlier.
That was supposed to be way back in behind.
Yeah.
So it won't have the same cause.
Exactly.
Number.
Yeah.
So now. This their motive. Once they couldn't get me to sign for this girl over here,
yeah,
they got hasty. Hasty mean, they got nervous, they scared, whatever. Because we got a prior conviction on this record, we know it's not his. So they switched the cause numbers and put the
Tommy Coates number
under the girl. You feel how I said it? Can you understand how I said it?
Yeah.
That's illegal.
Yeah.
How you gonna switch something?
Yeah.
I'm telling you. And I got all the paperwork to prove my allegations. And there's no reason for me to lie about nothing going on, what's going on. I'm telling the honest God truth about what happened. So they switched the cause number on me.
I want to talk
So now, when we get in the trial, It didn't last no time. Just to railroad me and get me on out of there. It went for 2 days. First day, the girl come in and tell her little testimony, lied. The woman, the Mexican woman who told me she seen it, come in and tell her, you know what I'm saying? And it was over with. But see what I'm getting at, when they said that I was convicted, so when they did it, they said, they upgraded it. It was supposed to have been like a fourth degree, something like that, fourth degree felony.
Third degree.
No, they put it to a third degree, but it was something else.
The first should have been like a first degree misdemeanor then, something like that.
Then they put it to a third degree felony somehow.
Trying to enhance it because trying to say you at the prior.
Yeah,
okay.
So, no, that's what the prior conviction was.
Okay.
So, they had it at a 20 hour. So now, listen to how I say this. I'm saying, how can you take me in there under a prior conviction is already completed? That's supposed to be my criminal record. That's on my record. That's it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So how you gonna say that I had this kind of conviction like this in the past, and you know what you intentionally done?
Yeah.
That wasn't my conviction. But like I said, they got hasty. That's when they changed the call number. So now when they say they play like they did some enhancement, they're going to boost it up to this and like this, because I think the other one, it carried 2 to 10, then the other one carried 2 to 20.
Yeah.
So they said that somehow, I forgot what they were saying, it's in the paperwork, that we're going to enhance it, we're going to start at 2 to 20. So when we go to trial, the so-called jury saying that they found me guilty and gave me 20 years. But what I'm wanting to look at, how you define me, I was already convicted when I went in there under the 20 years. So I was already with the 20 years. But just the way they play, you see the game, how they play?
Yeah.
That's what
I want to move forward because we kind of run out of time a little bit. I want to move forward. Let's talk about getting out in the fight that you're going through right now and what you're seeking to try to get right now about trying to help, maybe get somebody to help you fight your case and with some like legal assistance or people who can maybe point you in the right direction to get the proper legal assistance of people who have been in similar situations as you.
Well, I've been trying to do everything.
Because the Chris Torber dude, he was supposed to help you, so whatever happened with him.
He passed, he just left me. He never said nothing.
Okay.
Then I have the NAACP. Supposed to been working on it, but I ain't heard nothing from him no more.
The Austin NAACP?
No, the one here in Corpus Christi, Texas.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So anyway, when I first got out, I tried to call the NAACP in Austin, Texas. Somehow, somebody don't have to believe me, that they got people, everybody in Austin, all they them talk to these lawyers, do not touch this case. Do not touch this case.
So nobody in Austin wants to touch the case?
Don't nobody want to touch it. You see what I'm saying? Whatever they done, they feel whatever. They don't want, nobody want to get it. So I just really just looking for someone maybe, somewhere maybe can lead me into the right direction to get some help, or I just need help. Because I'm a human being too. They didn't have no right doing that to me. Forging stuff on my record, making me look like I'm just a gorilla or something. I'm doing this to older people and elderly people. And that's not me. You're making me, you're belittling me. And I don't want to be belittled. You know? And I just wanted some help to try to get this situated and clear my record up. You know, because like I said, I don't know what they have on the computer or what they're saying. And I'm going to just say this. I was going to Social Security, and some of the paperwork that they send me, they was talking about this, what I'm on right now. And the way they said it, they know about it. And so they were saying, were you accused or convicted? That's exactly what it said. It said, were you accused or you convicted? See, in the way I take that, they done already filed the habeas corpus under this prior conviction cause number in a lawsuit at the same time and got money. And I've never seen or not read one penny of this money. So that's why the reason I want to get in, I want to get to the end of this and see where this money went to. Because I didn't get not one red penny out of this money. And I'm going to say it like this. And that's just the way it's saying. It's the facts that they got the money. But then I'm still kind of in them. But that's why I just need someone to come in to investigate this and see what they really didn't have done to me. I don't know what they got saying on that computer, whatever. It's just like, I ain't gonna go with the Walmart. I'm looking for a part-time job and I didn't feel in. Walmart hadn't called me. I'm just saying, I just feel that they see something on the computer, don't really look too good or whatever. Mm-hmm. They won't say nothing. I go there and see what's going on. They won't give me no answer. The manager always gone and all this. So I just want to just see, man, don't make me look bad like that. Whatever they got on this computer. Yeah. I don't want it on it. I want to get it record. I know what I had on my record. I had 2 dope charges.
Yeah.
And they from...
The 81 from I saw, I'm looking at your
in 1989.
Yeah, 89 and stuff.
1989.
Yo.
And then that one in Austin, Texas, that the state jail felony.
And you only did 6 months on that one.
Yeah. And that's all I had. So I'm wondering, where did this elderly person come from? But it's from the acquittal. They refiled on it. And that's one thing you know and I know and everybody else know. When you get acquitted, that's dead.
That's dead. That's
you
gone.
don't supposed to touch that.
Yeah.
Period.
They can't even say anything.
Then
Supposed to be bringing that up.
About the situation, they refiling on another judge's work out of another county. Mm. They's in Travis County.
Yeah, that happened.
This is New Aces County.
Yep.
You also don't have no right to file on what this person in this courtroom in New Aces done.
Yeah.
They don't have the right to do that. So I just want
equal justice, man.
Equal justice, someone to look into this situation and see what they're doing. And I have to say, I want to get paid too because it's hard out here today.
Yeah, for sure. And I did 18 wrongful years.
18 years and 8 months wrongfully, never was convicted. I'm just sitting being held hostage and never was convicted. So someone needs to look into that. And I would ask, by the grace of God, someone help me look into this and see and help me get paid just like I'm supposed to be paid. It ain't just about the money, but they owe that. And it's hard here today. I'm scuffling, you know what I'm saying, trying to find me somewhere to stay, trying to get on my feet. And you done done this to me. I don't feel right inside. It's just I just feel funny when I think about that situation.
Yeah.
And nobody want to help me with this. So I just want to ask somebody, will you please help me get this taken care of? And these people pay me like they know they owe me.
For sure. And if you would like to donate to his cause, I'm gonna put his Cashapp in the comments later on. So if you would like to donate to the cause or to help or anything like that, to
just
fight
to get on my feet,
to get on the feet, to help the fight for equal justice, all that, you know what I'm saying, to send a donation to him to help him out, you know what I'm saying. I'll be dropping that in the comments later on. You know what I'm saying. You got anything else you want to say before we get up out of here?
Yeah, the case is a whole lot of cases, man. The girl, after 3 days after she accused me of this situation, this false situation, here she come to the jailhouse 3 days later talking about where's my title to my car. And I didn't have it with me, but if I did, I wouldn't give it to her. You just falsely accused me of something, and I'm in jail. You want me to give you my title? So anyway, I have to say this, how the grace of God works. I met her brother out here in the world, but I never just knew him that well, because he was a little younger than me, and I didn't never met with him. You know what I'm saying? He stayed out in another neighborhood, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I met him in prison. And I was going to go tell Pickett up there It wasn't that I was scared. I just didn't want no problem. But something went in my head. It must have been God saying, go approach this guy. I went and approached the guy. I said, say, homeboy, you remember me? He said, no, I don't remember you. Woo, woo, woo. I mean, you know, he said, no. I said, I'm the one who was telling the sister Lakeisha. He said, oh, that's you the who we were going to whoop, man. We were looking for you in Austin, Texas. He said, but hold on. He said, my oldest sister told me don't jump on that, man. He said, man, my sister lied on you, man. I said, I know she did, man. She know I ain't pushed out in no car. He said, yeah, my sister lied on you. And I'm just telling everything. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what happened to her. But 3 months after the trial, they find her dead. This is what he told me. I don't know what happened. You know how she passed? I don't know. And just so much that went down in here, man. It's just like, what I do? What kind of curse on me? They just wanted me and do this to me. And I know I'm not the only one that they probably done it to. They probably been doing this for many years, many centuries, many decades or whatever. But why me? I ain't done nothing to nobody. I ain't pushed nobody out of no car. Sure, I ain't beat them in the face. Because if I beat anybody on the face, I was just 45 years old at that time. I'm right today. I probably said, you're going to have something to show it. Then I got medical records. I have the medical records. She goes to now she had because she paralyzed, she had a Foley where she supposed to say that, well, in the transcript it say she had a Foley. The girl did not have no Foley when I was with her. And I know because I'm in the bed with her every night and we was laying together. So I know she didn't have it. She got it after the facts, after I'm in jail. But the way they had in the transcript, talking about I pulled, she goes to the emergency room 2 days after. She falsely accused me of this, talking about she needed extra Foley. My boyfriend pulled my Foley out. Then he goes and says some little thing, you know, he's a bruiser. That's a lie. But anyway, you know the girl didn't say it. They coerced her to say this. Yeah. And she didn't say it because didn't nobody say that in trial. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? The girl, you know what I'm saying? The girl she didn't say that. So she was just coerced. They were telling her what to say and what to do because she know I did not push her out in no car. Sure. So. Hey, man. So I told her, no, I'm not going to give you my title. Then the brother, then he would tell me, he said, man, I told him about what I'm telling you right today. I told him, I said, man, she wanted my title. He said, man, her brother told me, he said, man, if you'd have gave my sister that title, you wouldn't have seen no money. I said, I already know it. I said, I already know it. I said, I wasn't going to give her my title if I had it with me. You just put me in jail. Man, I got more game. I got more game. I can see right through that. That's hustle. Mm-hmm. You just did it. Then she come to the jailhouse. Because I got to say this part here. Before all that happened, we went out to the neighborhood where she really was raised up in Metropolis. She wanted to borrow $2, $3 from her stepmother or whatever. So we go over there. I had my Lincoln Town car. And we go over there. And she probably been borrowing $2 to $3. So she kind of paralyzed. So I get out the car and go into the house. Her sister come out and lean on the car talking to her. I'm in there talking to the money, trying to get the money, you know what I'm saying? So it's a guy walked up to me. He was over at the house. He said, say, homeboy, whose car is that? I said, that's my car. He said, man, that's a clean son of a gun, man. He said, you want to sell it? I was playing with him. I said, yeah, give me $5,000, you can have it. He said, I don't have $5,000 on me right now. I just got so much. Ooh. I said, well, you can't get it. He said, well, call me tomorrow. You know, here's my number, call me tomorrow, and I'm going to have the rest of the money. But I wasn't planning on selling my car. I was really playing with the guy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really selling. But she didn't think it was a play.
She was sitting on.
She come to the jailhouse talking about, man, so nervous. Say that guy still want to buy your car. He said he won't give you $5,000. He had a stack like this. I said, oh, this is hustle here. She thought that was going to excite me about saying he got a stack.
Yeah.
To get my car.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, it wasn't nothing but a straight conspiracy. That's all it was. They knew what the girl was doing. I'm sorry to say it, but I just got to tell it like it is. She was there to set me up. That's all. And like I said, I don't know what happened to her, whatever. And I feel sorry for her. I bless her, I bless her, you know what I'm saying? But you do wrong. Karma will come back and get you. You do people wrong, because I try to treat the girl nice as I could do. The best I can do. I buy groceries for her. I help her change her, because she's, probably, I help her do things, whatever. What more do you want from me?
Yeah.
Or from a man? Ain't too many men gonna come around and want to do this.
Facts.
Sure. They'd have been and left you. And I'm here trying to help you.
Facts.
And you do me like this. But anyway, sure. I'm just sad. I just want justice, that's all. Just get me justice for it, that's all. And get me paid off.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's so hard out here. Oh, man.
Yeah, times have changed since he'd been out, but we went right through Molina earlier, you know what I'm saying? And these
people that made me do all these many years, then come out here and I ain't got, a little bit.
For sure.
Get a little check, it ain't really nothing.
For sure.
It's not nothing. So, but 18 years, the people know they should go and pay me.
Yep.
And I just asked, somebody just help me to get paid and get this, brought to the light.
For sure.
Because that's not right what they done. They focused themselves on one person at this time, this one person. And there's many crimes being committed out there in the street, but you worrying about one person.
Yeah.
You stop from doing all this other, just to do this man like this.
Yeah.
That's intentionally.
For sure.
You knew what you was doing.
Yeah.
Then when you forged the conviction, you knew what you was doing.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to make me, like I said, make me just look bad. And the girl, she know I didn't do this. But like I say, then all through this fake transcript that I got, what you doing?
There's a pen. Go ahead. What you saying about the transcript?
This fake transcript, all this good stuff is in there. For me, it's good stuff in there for me too. But it wasn't said when I was there. And it's just common sense to me. Donna Keith Hall, when I started filing their grievance on that other line, I think all of them got hasty and scared. So Donna got scared because she knows she was ineffective.
Already.
You the worst one right now.
Yeah.
But all of them is worst one. But you supposed to be representing this
from
man.
the beginning.
From the beginning, that's what you for.
Yeah, that's what you was paid to do.
You don't go in there and just railroad this man, and then this man didn't paid you.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I just want all this to fall to the light. And what's so, I forgot to say this. Make a long story short, the whole case, there was no lawful warrant or probable cause for my arrest. I got the motions and everything, but the judge wouldn't acknowledge it. But it never was no warrant for my arrest. They kidnapped me off the streets of Austin, Texas. See, that's not right. That's not right. They kidnapped me. There was no warrant out for my arrest because I got arrested at the house. When the girl did get out the car, I told you she pushed herself, up on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna act like I'm gonna scare her. So I take off. I ain't gonna lie. I take off. I'm just trying to make her understand, stop doing this, opening my door, just start to scare her. But I wasn't gonna leave her. I made a flu box. Boom, 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 come back. I don't see the girl. She gone. I rode around for about 20, 25 minutes. I can't find her. Somebody was trailing me. Because I asked the girl when she was maneuvering herself, do you want your wheelchair? No, I don't want nowhere. And come to me. You didn't want it anyway because you knew what was going to happen. It don't take a rocket scientist to know about this case because I done went through it. It's just so clear, like you done put a puzzle together over a billion times.
Yeah.
I know what can happen.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So, the girl, she, in that transcript, the girl recanted, but she didn't say it in court now, I'm not going to lie. But as somebody put it in the transcript, it must have been the truth. Because you wouldn't put that in there if it wasn't the truth. Come on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Donna Keith Hall done it. Lakeisha already done told him now, before we did everything, before anything went down to trial and all that, Lakeisha already done told my lawyer that he didn't do nothing to me. It's in the transcript. I don't care if it is false, whatever. It's in the transcript.
Yeah.
You supposed to take me to a trial, so you can use that. She done already done told this woman that he didn't do nothing to me. Then it got in the transcript that it say one thing the state did not mention that Lakeisha had recanted.
Yeah.
Her testimony. She said, no, that didn't happen. I get out of the car on my own. But they not trying to hear her.
Yeah.
You know what? We know
they want that conviction. They want that damn conviction, man. For sure.
But see, I was never convicted in the trial. If I was already convicted when I went in the trial under that cause number, then that's the conviction.
Yeah.
Under a prior conviction, and it's an elderly conviction.
Yeah,
disabled.
Yeah.
So that means I didn't get convicted of no disabled.
For sure.
What I got arrested for.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, for sure. I'm gonna have to probably bring you back in like 2 months so we could talk like a little bit more and see if there's any updates to the key. I was say I'll bring you back. We can talk about more. You know what I'm saying? But hey, for sure, man. It's your boy DJ Lil King, Ridin High Podcast. Let's chop it up. You know what I'm saying? Darrell Baldwin coming through to tell his story. You know what I'm saying? And hey, like I say, we out there looking for justice. You know what I'm saying? We also looking for somebody to help represent him in the situation for justice and for the time that he served that was unlawful. You know what I'm saying? The wrongful imprisonment. He should be compensated for that time that he spent wrongfully in prison. So if anybody out there got any context or anybody out there themselves is willing to help, hey, let us know. Reach out to the Ridin High Podcast in the inbox. I can get the information to him, and then we could go from there, man, for sure.
And excuse me right quick. My telephone number.
Go ahead.
My phone number is 361-775-5191.
There you go.
That's where you can reach me.
You call him directly, for sure.
Or whatever.
For sure.
But
hey,
I guess,
man.
by the grace of God, God is in and God is in the midst of everything. So all this time we was talking, I was just having a little fun too. I'm just happy to be out. I have a little humorous with it a little bit, but it's not all about that. But I just need justice, and I know God is real. And I'm just taking it one at a time. By the grace of God, I've been out going on about 6, 7 months now. I've been doing good. Taking care of business, trying to keep on doing it. One thing about it, Mama gone. That's not to say that it's not Mama gone. I may get in trouble and act up, whatever. I can run home. Ain't no more running home now, son. You gotta take care of it yourself. And I'm doing this. I'm trying to do the best I can.
Hey, man.
God bless y'all. I just thank you. But like I say, it's all about the man. That's the number one. That's all I have to say.
Sure. Hey, it's the Ridin High Podcast. Let's chop it up. Darrell Baldwin. Hey, give them that number one more time. They can reach out to you if they trying to help you. What's your number?
361-775-5191.
Already. Hey, DJ Lil King, Ridin High Podcast. Let's chop it up. We out this thing, man. Good.